Okay, now the story of Thor starts off, of course, with Thor, who is the god of thunder. And it starts off with him about to accept being king of Asgard by his father Odin. And before that happens, something happens where he goes to this different world where a whole bunch of frost giants and screws something up where now the frost giants and Asgard are going to war. And because of this, Odin says, "You are now banished, you are not even king, you are nothing, you blonde-haired faggot. Get down to earth." And he goes whoosh, he goes to Earth, he has no powers, he's like, whoa, Natalie Portman hits him with his car, he's like, damn, Black Swan's beating me up, freaking Hannibal Lecter's hurting me and telling me I'm worthless. And then, of course, Thor has to go and, I don't know, do stuff to become Thor again, I guess. That's really the story, really. He goes to Earth, he has no powers, some stuff happens where, he meets up with this chick, Natalie Portman, and her other friends, and they become friends, and, he has to go and find a way to get his powers back and go and stop his brother Loki from pretty much screwing everything up, and that's really the story. I know I explained it terribly, but that's about as good as I'm going to explain it. Because I'm terrible at explaining stories. I just have fun explaining the stories like I always do, where I explain it all stupid like. So, I'm going to give the story a 7.5 because it's not bad. I love how they actually introduced this different worlds aspect to it. And it was really cool. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. How about that? Yeah. Screw 7.5. Anyway, let's go on to the acting of Thor. Alright, now, the acting of Thor is actually surprisingly fantastic. I really enjoyed the acting of this film. Of course, you have Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor, who is, not very noticeable actor before, but here it's definitely good to get him noticed because he's actually really good as Thor. I really liked him in this film. In the beginning, not so much because he was a douchebag, but later on you definitely grow on this character, and you really like him. Natalie Portman doesn't phone in her performance like she was in Your Highness. In this one, I thought she was really good. She plays Jane Foster, the love interest. I thought she was really good. Tom Hiddleston plays Loki, he's pretty much the bad guy of the film. I really liked him in this film. I thought he was really good, very monotone, and when it comes to something where he gets angry, he definitely gets angry. I just thought he was going to be all monotone the whole freaking movie. He definitely gets angry. He definitely knows how to act. I thought he was really good. Anthony Hopkins plays Odin. It's Anthony Hopkins. He's awesome. Love Anthony Hopkins. Stellan Skarsgård plays Eric, pretty much the helper of Natalie Portman. He comes and helps her around and stuff. They're friends, whatever. He's good. I like Stellan Skarsgård. Always did. I thought he was great in this. And Kat Dennings, who plays the kooky sidekick, who is not that funny, but she's not that bad, and she's hot, so I'll give her that. So anyway, I thought the acting was great. You have a whole bunch of other people like Idris Elba, Colm Feore, Ray Stevenson, Clark Gregg, who plays the agent from Iron Man 2. I thought the acting was great. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Let's go on to the action and the special effects of the film. Okay, now the special effects and the action of the film. Let's talk about the special effects first. The special effects were actually, I thought, amazing. I really did think so. There's only one thing in the special effects department but that I didn't really like, and that was the big frost giant. You've probably seen it in the trailer where it was like this big hulking dog-like frost giant that came out, and I thought it was a little too special effect-ish. Everything else was actually really well done. All the things Thor does with his hammer and all the storms that he causes and stuff like that, all the damage that he makes, looks amazing. The Destroyer in the film, which is not really the main bad guy, but it's the thing that came out and Thor's like, oh god, I have no power, blah blah blah. It was amazing looking. It really was. The Destroyer looked awesome. I thought it really did. I think it even looked a little better than how Iron Man looked in Iron Man 1 and 2. I actually really do think so. It looked really good. I love how that thing walked around. I thought it was great. I did. I thought it was a great looking special effect. All the other special effects, there's some here that are practical, like the other Frost Giants, the human kind of looking ones. If you've seen Thor, you know what I'm talking about. The human ones where they're just walking around, they're all, at least they look practical. Maybe they're practical with a little CG cover-up, but they're all practical, and they just look like people in like a purple prosthetic suit, and it looks really good. It really does. It definitely blends well with the special effects in the background, and I just thought the special effects were great. Now let's talk about the action. Okay, now the action in the film, just like the special effects, was really well done. The thing is, there isn't as much as the marketing would suggest. I mean, there is plenty of action, don't get me wrong. There's about 4, maybe 5 scenes of action where they're all a few minutes long. And I would say about 20, 25 minutes of pure action, and the rest being like dialogue and stuff. And I thought the action, even though there wasn't that much, was really great. It definitely didn't keep me on the edge of my seat. I knew what was going to happen, but it was still really well done. And mixed with the special effects, they were great. I really did think the action plus the special effects were amazing in this film. I really did think so. The only problem with maybe this is that the action there's not as much, and the one special effect I talked about with the Yeti thing. You know what? I'm gonna give this action and special effects a 9.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. So let's go on to the entertainment of the film. Okay, now the entertainment of the film, I'm gonna say it right here so I can just get over with. I really fucking enjoyed Thor. There you go. I really, really did. I thought it was an amazing, amazing summer blockbuster. I think it's actually better than Fast Five, and this is really, to me, what started summer for me. Thor was a great movie. I loved it. I'm gonna give the entertainment a 10 out of 10 because I can't think of one thing that I did not like about Thor as an entertainment. You know, everything, maybe a little bit of dialogue here and there didn't bother me. I really thought entertainment was a 10, and if I had to go overall, if I scored everything, it will be a 36.5 out of a 40. So there you go. I really enjoyed Thor. I thought it was a great freaking movie. Very surprising. There you go. There's my review. Thank you and goodbye. Oh, and also look forward to a cameo from someone that's going to be in the Avengers in this film. And also stay after the credits because there's a little scene at the end. Don't want to spoil it, but just want to tell you there if you're going to go see this. There's a scene at the end, which is actually pretty cool. So there you go. There's my review. Thank you and goodbye.